Maraming salamat, Faye. Thank you very much to our supporters who braved the traffic this morning. Flowers for Lola's campaign, no, which I represent, is an umbrella group formed in 2018. No? Actually, nag-umpisa 2017 when we put up a statue of the comfort women. You can see a small picture there, no, yung statue ng comfort women, right opposite the Aloha Hotel. No? Nasa tapat siya. But that's December 2017. But in 2018, April, that statue mysteriously was dismantled and taken away by efforts of the government to bow down to the pressure of the Japanese government to take it down. Ito yung estatwa. No? Blindfolded, this is the full picture. Blindfolded because still seeking elusive justice. 1990 nung nag-umpisa through the efforts of the Korean NGO women when the issue of the comfort women surfaced. In the Philippines, it was 1992 when Lola Henson came out. No? So 30 years, 31 years this year since they came out. There's no compensation, there's no justice. It has been elusive. Japan has not apologized at all. No? Their military has admitted that there were abuses, but there was no public apology from the Japanese government, nor compensation. The small compensation some of the comfort women got was from the Asia Fund put up by the Japanese NGOs also, no? But not from the government. Kaya mali, no? Our own government, when it took down the statue, even our Secretary of Foreign Affairs said, 1945, it's already been paid. The reparations, war reparations, they have been paid. Of course not. 1990 pa lang nga nalaman yung issue tungkol sa comfort women. Ano mo sasabihin bayad na? Yung katangahan mo dahil ayaw mo nang harapin na takot kayo, no? Because they bow down fearing the effect on the bilateral ties between Japan and the Philippines. And because at that time, the Minister of Japan was here in the ATP conference, and one of the discussion was to fund the subway, no, that is being put up across here. So, wala namang ibang bansa na lumuhod sa Japan fearing that it will affect bilateral ties, except the Philippines. As we always say, no, only in the Philippines. We got scared, we withdrew because we fear that it will affect bilateral ties. Remember, South Korea, they put up the statue. Even Australia, Sydney, they withdrew the ambassador for a while, no, for a few months. But they returned, no, because they saw that these countries were ready to assert their rights, except for us, no? That's why we put up the Flowers for Lola's campaign. And we are thankful because they removed the statue, so we were able to put up this coalition. We visited various universities. We had several forums and press conferences like this. We had many lectures and talks and forums for young students, for them to be aware what is the issue of the comfort women and aggression against women during wars. No? We do not want to visit the war of our fathers on future generations. Because sabi nga ni Lola Claveria at ni Lola Narcisa at Estelita, 93 years old yung isa, 92 years old yung isa, no? Sabi nga nila, it's always the innocent who suffered. Nobody wins wars. Never, never in history has any country win any war because the innocent always suffer. Kaya we put up the Flowers for Lawless campaigns and we joined the Lila Filipina today to again assert that issue, no? To highlight that issue that Japan should once and for all be ready to admit its abuses during the war and make reparations and admit that it happened. No, again they will submit their human rights report to the UN, and again this issue of their atrocities to the Asian women is not included. No, that's why we put this up and want to join the rest of the nation. No, many other countries, there are efforts like this to ask Japan to at least admit it, put it in their human rights record that their abuses happened during the war, and apologize and be ready to make some kind of reparations, or even help take care, no, of some of the surviving women, because they are all in their 90s. Nagpapasalamat ako at malakas pa rin ang loob nila at malakas pa rin sila, no? Nandito sila despite the fact that they're already in the 90s. So sana ipagpatuloy natin ang pagsuporta and highlight this issue para hindi siya mamatay. Patuloy natin tayong mag-ingay, no? Patutugin natin ang mga kampana at humingi tayo ng kapayapaan para hindi na nga magkaroon ng ano pang ganitong paglalaban using wars to solve conflicts among nations. Thank you very much.